Oh, is that what they were waiting for? We didn't have a quorum.
Call the meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Accomando?
Present.
Ms. Borelli?
Present.
Mr. Urcello? Ms. Manuel?
Present.
These aren't on.
Mr. Laurentino?
Present.
Ms. Roloff?
Here.
Ms. Torbic? Ms. Traverso?
Here.
Ms. Zardarelli?
Here.
Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amen.
Please be seated. Adequate notice of this meeting has been sent out to all members of the Board of Education and to the Bergen Record in accordance with the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, 1975. At this time, please be advised that all cell phones and electronic devices are to be turned off. Student report, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think these are.
I don't think they're on.
Says it's on.
Mine's not working either.
Testing. No. He had them before. They were working. I was
Now
here.
it's on.
Okay, good?
I think we're better now. Yep.
They're working. Nice to show.
Michael.
weren't waiting for me, were you?
Perfect timing. Nice of you to show up. I just got here, Mike, so I'm busted.
We just started.
Good? Okay. Good evening, everyone. Starting off with Washington School, this month they had a visit from the National Honor Society at the high school to celebrate Neurodiversity Month. The high school students joined classes to build a friendship chain and then go outside and blow bubbles. The long chain is now proudly displayed in the main hallway at Washington. Preschool classes also took a field trip to the town's public library. The teachers constantly stress the importance of reading to preschoolers, and it is so much fun to be surrounded by so many new books. Their ABA class also took a special trip to We Rock the Spectrum in Paramus. There, students got to play in a sensory gym where they had so much fun using all their gross motor skills. And this week they had their annual spring egg hunt and a visit from a giant bunny. For Franklin School, students have been enthusiastically participating in several different reading events. The first was the Read Around the Bases Challenge, designed to encourage students to read each night. They have also been hosting the first ever month-long bookworm brawl, where classes are competing against one another to see how much they can read and how many books they check out from the Media Center. The school's third grade students recently showcased their musical talents at their recorder concert, which was a great success. The sixth grade students had the opportunity to attend the middle school experience trip to familiarize themselves with the middle school. And finally, the students in the Gifted and Talented program at Franklin organized and hosted their cardboard carnival for all students. Now for Smith School, the fifth graders recently brought history to life with their wax museum. The addition of digital presentations truly enhanced the experience, and it was a huge success, showcasing their hard work and creativity. A couple nights ago, the third graders joined students from Franklin and Long School for the annual district-wide recorder concert. It was a truly memorable evening. The excitement continues today as the fourth graders will be hosting their annual Boston Tea Party. They've been working hard, and everyone looks forward to seeing history unfold in their own unique way. And finally, Smith would also like to take the time to acknowledge and thank the incredible paraprofessionals and their dedicated media specialists at the beginning of the month. They thank them for their tireless efforts, unwavering support, and exceptional teamwork. Now for Long School. They had a long month of sharing and discovering for their K-3 students. They enthusiastically presented their learning from their Amplify units to their other grade levels. The kindergartners shared their knowledge of ocean animals. First graders are exploring the American Revolution and the nation's history. Second graders researched the Civil War and the fascinating world of insects. And third graders brought the Vikings to life. The students were so proud to host classroom museums offering a glimpse into their wonderful daily learning for staff and peers. They also want to thank Ms. Lauder for her valuable lessons on autism and neurodiversity awareness. In a beautiful display of unity, the ABA class coordinated a school-wide mural that celebrates the unique ways we all think, blending together into one amazing piece of art. For the middle school, on April 24th, faculty and staff had professional development day, The PTO was kind enough to donate coffee and treats for everyone, and the staff would like to say thank you so much for the kindness and generosity of the PTO. March 31st was the 6th grade experience. All 3 6th grade elementary schools visited the middle school for the morning. The 6th graders were able to meet with the middle school staff, learn about different classes and curriculum, and take a brief tour of the middle school. Everyone was very excited to welcome the middle school next year. April 2nd was Paraprofessional Appreciation Day. The middle school wants to thank all the paras for everything they do for the students in the middle school. As always, District Music Day was a big hit. It was exciting having the students showcase their talents, and a special thank you to Mr. Ortega and Mr. Kudin. And on Wednesday, April 9th, the middle school had their Battle of the Books. Congratulations to the Plot Twisters, Charles McCool, Damian Aldokowski, and Andreas Branovich for winning the competition. And congratulations to the Saddlebookers, Emma Millick, Amelia Madzinski, Alicia Rakenna, Melanie Rivera, and Maha Zakalowski, the runner-ups. I unfortunately don't have anything for high school at the moment, but it will be in Ms. Violetti's district update. And lastly, for information regarding sports, the Saddlebrook High School Athletic Department would like to recognize Nina Borali on being selected as the 2025 Unico Brian Piccolo Award winner. Nina was honored at a dinner at Great Cliff Manor. Congratulations. Thank you.
Congratulations, Nina. Good job.
Thank you. Superintendent's report, please.
Thank you, Savannah. All right, a reminder to everybody that tomorrow is our last day of school before our spring recess, so we are closed Friday and all of next
I think
week.
they needed a reminder.
Some very excited attendees here this evening. And when we return, we do start our state testing. Oh, they're in second grade. We do have our state testing, and a reminder to our families that for the first time, our K-6 buildings will be on a delayed opening schedule, operating on delayed opening schedule during their week of testing, and our middle school, high school will also be a delayed opening schedule on their week of testing. So please be on the lookout from emails from your child's building principal, so that way you know the schedule. Last night here was our grade 3 recorder concert. It's one of the best nights of the school year. It's the first time our elementary students get dressed up. They come here and they perform in the auditorium up on stage. They are super excited. The energy is beyond up there. And it's one of our events where it's like standing room only. Parents come, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and it's a show for sure. So congratulations to our third graders. They had a great night last night. And I was actually just at the 5th grade Wax Museum over at Long School. They did a fabulous job. It was 5:30 to 6:30 tonight. Franklin School already had theirs. And a reminder to our board that for Smith School had theirs. May meeting is coming up quickly. It's May 7th and 9th, so it's a couple weeks after we return from spring recess. And in June, at our June Board of Ed meeting, we'll be honoring our Teacher of the Years. 5th and 7th of May is our board meetings. And in June, at our June board meeting, I will not say the date, our Teacher of the Year and retirees are going to be honored, so it'll be a special evening for everybody. I wanted to also provide an update on our field, our turf field at the middle school, high school. Mr. Karate, myself, Mr. O'Donnell, Mr. Ianello, and the architects, we walked the field today. It is on the final stages, so we're really excited about that. That being said, we also have the visitor bleachers that are now being installed. So they're currently, all the pieces are out there, out back. And we also have a company cleaning out the back part of the field by Poplar Street. All the brush that was there, they're cleaning it all up and flattening it out, and they're moving the shot put area back there as well. So there's still work going on. So that being said, we are not having our students use the field yet. The goal is for the first week of May to begin using our field, have our teams get on that field and enjoy it first, and then we will have our graduation out on that field as well. I also just wanted to take a moment to thank our teachers who have agreed to host a student teacher this past year. Our student teachers, they've been with us all year, and I'm starting to get emails and phone calls from superintendents across the county that are thanking us for doing such a fabulous job with our student teachers and really building such great talent here in Saddlebrook. So I really want to extend my gratitude to our cooperating teachers here who have offered to host a student teacher. It's really appreciated. At this point, we have 2 exemplary falcons that we are going to honor, and then we have 2 presentations. Intro to Neurodiversity is a new course that we started this year, so we do have one of our teachers of that course and some of her students here to share information about it. It's a kind of recap what the year has taught them. And then we have a presentation on our work-based learning that we also started this year for some of our special education students at the high school. All right, I'm going to move.
Did you notice the pendulum on that clock? I just saw it. See, it's swinging back and forth. Could you pass me that?
Okay, so what we've done is this school year is honoring our students here at the high school in a little bit of a different way than we've done in the past. So we have our teachers across the district nominate a high school student that shows the qualities of a falcon. And this month we have 2 students. We have Anthony Way and Kelly Gleason. So I'm going to start sharing what staff have shared regarding Anthony. And I'm just going to start by saying that Anthony has always been extremely respectful to me. He says good morning to me, which not many students at the high school say good morning. And he definitely has always been very kind and respectful, so I appreciate that. What we do is we share it out to the entire district, and everyone has an opportunity to share words about the student. So here's what staff across the district have shared about Anthony. Anthony is very polite and a true exemplary falcon. Wait, I thought it was me, but it's not me. It's another one. Anthony is very polite and says good morning to me every day. I was like, I didn't write that. He assists his fellow students during class and always turns in his work on time. He is hardly ever absent and comes to class on time and with a great attitude every day. He has a positive attitude and works very hard to achieve the best grades in my class. Another staff member wrote, Anthony is the true exemplary falcon. He is the complete package. He is polite, courteous, and always quick with a smile and a good morning. He represents Saddlebrook as an athlete during all 3 seasons. He is also a great student, doing what is needed to help himself and others, a true role model for all of our students. I had the pleasure of being Anthony's teacher in elementary school during the COVID time period where we had blue and gold days. Anthony was always prepared and ready to learn. He made the best of being virtual on some days and in person on other days. Anthony always had a smile on his face and was respectful at all times. He was a team player and willing to help his classmates in whatever way he could. He knew exactly when to be silly and when he needed to settle down. He is someone who could be counted on to do the right thing. He is most deserving of this recognition. Another staff member wrote, Anthony was an outstanding student and a true role model in my 4th grade class. He excelled in every aspect of his academics, always putting forth his best effort and striving for excellence. Beyond the classroom, Anthony was a very talented athlete who demonstrated exceptional sportsmanship, both in competition and in everyday interactions. His kindness, reliability, and sense of humor made him a joy to have in class. I could always count on him to lend a helping hand or bring a smile to those around him. Anthony's dedication, character, and hard work make him more than deserving of the exemplary Falcon title. It was truly a privilege to teach him, and I couldn't be prouder of all that he has accomplished. Anthony is respected by his teachers. Anthony is respected by his teammates. Anthony is respected by his peers. We all recognize his exceptionally sincere nature, his kind disposition, and his determined attitude. He is a role model for younger students, a dedicated group member in every classroom activity, and a bright presence in all of his classes. I have noticed that Anthony always tries to bring out the best in other students. He encourages them, supports them, and always has something kind to say. He is kind to his teachers as well. Thank you, Anthony, and is always prepared and ready to work in class. So Anthony, congratulations. Come on down for your exemplary Falcon t-shirt.
Anthony Way. Anthony.
He made me smile.
Good job, Ant.
And now we have Kelly Gleason. I have had the honor of knowing Kelly since she was quite young at Franklin Elementary School, and I am extremely proud of the young adult she is today. All right, so Kelly, here's what other staff members had to say about you. Kelly Gleason is the kind of person who brightens any room she walks into. Cheerful, polite, and endlessly creative. She brings a positive energy that lifts up those around her, a true friend to all. Kelly's kindness and work ethic set her apart as both a leader and a role model. She approaches every challenge with determination and an open mind, always ready to lend a helping hand or spark a new idea. Her intelligence and creativity shine in everything she does, making her a standout example of an exemplary Falcon. Kelly is one of the most talented and humble students I've ever taught. I am thankful to have worked with her for so many years. She is a kind, disarming, and curious young woman who always gives her best attention to every assignment. She works well with others on challenging group assignments and always puts in a great deal of effort. She is among the finest students who are graduating this year. I can't believe you're graduating. A well-deserved award indeed. Kelly is incredibly kind, empathetic, and an excellent participant in class. She goes out of her way to learn about others and has taken time to understand people of varying abilities. I loved being her third grade teacher. She was compassionate, positive, and was always motivated to learn. She was always driven, helpful to her classmates, and kind to her teachers. She's bound to succeed in anything she puts her mind into life. Kelly walked into her fifth grade classroom every day with a smile and a helping hand. Not only could I always count on her positive attitude, but she was extremely hardworking and determined even at such a young age. Congratulations, Kelly. Saddlebrook is so very proud of you. Kelly is one of the sweetest students I have ever had the pleasure of teaching. She is quick to offer a hand or a kind word to anyone who needs it. She always has a positive attitude, even when the work is challenging. Whenever Kelly has had difficulty with the material being taught, she asks questions in class, comes for extra help, or emails me for assistance. She can be counted on to be prepared and actively participating in math class daily. Every interaction with Kelly ends with her wishing me a great day, afternoon, or evening. She is an absolute doll and will be greatly missed when she graduates this June. I wish you all the best. You deserve it. Kelly Gleason has been a pleasure to work with for the last 3.5 years. She has maintained excellent grades and has applied to several colleges with hopes of becoming a vet tech. We are awaiting her decision on where she will be attending school in the fall. All the way through the younger grades, Kelly was a pleasure to work with. She approached every one of her math classes with dedication and enthusiasm. Her serious approach to learning was accompanied by a great sense of humor and appreciation for all the help you gave her. Kelly always showed perseverance when doing her work and always did it with a smile. I am so glad to hear that she was chosen as an exemplary Falcon recipient. Kelly is a very hard worker and a genuinely strong student. I have witnessed significant growth in her academic abilities, but also in how she is there for her friends and her peers. Kelly is genuinely curious and inquisitive and always puts her best effort into her class assignments. She demonstrates consistently good character, sound judgment, and genuine kindness. I am thankful for the opportunity to have taught her. So Kelly, come on down. Congratulations.
Good job.
Okay, at this time, I'm going to ask our board members to transition to one of the chairs, and I'm going to introduce our next presenter. One second. Okay, thank you. Well, let me change. Hold on. Okay. All right, so we started a new elective here at the high school called Intro to Neurodiversity. And what we have today is one of the teachers is going to share with you sort of a recap of the class, how it ran this school year, which some of her students are also going to share. So I now welcome Ms. Laura Ironman, one of our speech pathologists here in the district. She is one of the leader of this course, and she's going to share a little bit about it.
Thank
Good evening. I'll go ahead and ask my students to also come up. So I have some student representatives from the class this year that are, I don't want to call them our guinea pigs, but they were brave enough to be the first to sign up for this course. So I do appreciate them a lot. All right. So as we said, about a year ago, I came and presented the idea of this course to the Board of Education. And it kind of developed through when creating the curriculum of this wonderful program that allows a lot of our people that are in the Tomorrow's Teachers program to learn about varying abilities within schools. But the other things that I've noticed is that we have people who are looking into going into law and other courses as well, to find that everyone's minds work differently and all brains are great brains, and that's essentially what they've been learning this year. So some of the highlights that we've had is we do have guest speakers. Something that I advertised this class for last year for our students is when you just want to help someone and you don't really know what to do with that. You know there's teaching out there, and of course we need teachers, but there are other wonderful helping careers out there. And we've had some wonderful guest speakers. We've had a child life specialist who specializes in hospitals, helping with traumatic events for children, medical procedures with children. We've had our entire child study team have a panel with the students to say their varying degrees. We've had both Brook Hannenberg and Jillian Crawley also come in to be presenters, I should say. And we have some more coming up as well, an occupational therapist or a CODA and other helping careers as well, to help discuss with our students what is out there and how they can help people who are neurodiverse. Increasing awareness of varying ways people think, not just necessarily the stereotypes that we see in day-to-day life. This is really important in Neurodiverse Awareness Month and Acceptance Month, as more falls under that neurodiverse umbrella than what we initially thought. And so that's something that they've been learning as well. And just empathy within our schools. So we're always open to new questions. I always say no questions are stupid questions in this class, because we're all learning together. So some things they have been learning are the diagnosis criteria for varying neurotypes. So autism, ADHD, dyslexia, dysgraphia, dyscalculia, stuttering, Tourette syndrome, OCD, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, and more. So we've been covering a lot in this class, and I have a wonderful class that is willing to learn all of this stuff and come with the hard questions, hard-hitting questions, and they've been absolutely outstanding with working on just understanding more. They always want to understand the why, the how. They want to get to know why people are a certain way or how they think a certain way. Some other things, like I said, we had the helper jobs, communication variations. So obviously that is my specialty. As a speech pathologist, I have that bias if I can go in and kind of talk about communication types with them. So that's been wonderful. And most recently, we've been doing sensory variations. So I think it's safe to say our sensory is the most fun. And I have some pictures of some recent events that we have done to learn about sensations, and not just necessarily our 5 sensations that you learn in science class, but more of that internal feeling as well. And then in quarter 4, we're getting into, after the break, executive functioning. We're going to finish up sensory processing a little bit. And then also the legality and advocacy for neurodiverse populations. So this is great for people who are looking into law and other things, to understand the legality behind why we do what we do, what an IEP even is, and all of those fun things. So here are some pictures from our recent sensory station. I think the best way of learning is by doing. So some of our students had to create their own sensory profiles by identifying what they find pleasing, what they find displeasing, things that bother them, things that give them the ick, things like that. So we did a tactile station where they had to put their hand in and feel around and see what's inside. Some of it was shaving cream, some of it was smooth rocks, but they had to identify and understand the difference between differential tactile sensations. Same thing with identifying smells. That one was always fun because half of them wrote soap, and it's not always soap, but they they had fun doing it. So here's some of our other ones. We had a visual table where they had to do search and finds. Some of our brave souls getting into this shaving cream bin. We did proprioception, which is one we know less about, how we get our muscles moving and how certain people have sensory sensations such as seeking for proprioception. Vestibular is another one, so balancing with our eyes closed. That's Miss Helena there with her blindfold on. And then we always have fun too. So we have some taste sensation going on here. They're all eating a lemon. So identifying how some people may be hyposensitive to a lemon, these three are not. They are very hypersensitive, and you can see it on their faces. And then the last one is, again, proprioception, so putting our muscles to use. Again, I like teaching through doing, so I think they had a really fun time with our sensation walk that we did. And here are some little blurbs from our students. Miss Leslie could not be here tonight, so I do have permission to read it. But this class has educated me with a lot on the differences of each brain. With Mrs. Ironman's passionate teaching and interactive lessons, it makes understanding the material easy. Every day we are leaving with more knowledge about things we may have never heard of. A takeaway from this class is that each individual is different, no matter if you are under the neurodivergent umbrella or not. Kelly, you can go ahead and say yours, ma'am.
This class has taught me and will continue to teach me so much about how uniquely every brain functions. Throughout the course, we covered a variety of different topics in such an efficient way that I am able to obtain all of the information. I especially like how every week we have a different guest speaker that provides us with their firsthand experiences with kids and adults while they're in their different careers that they have. As a senior, I feel like this class is especially valuable because after I graduate, I will be going into the real world, obviously, and there's a bunch of different people out there with different experiences and different perspectives.
Ms. Stella is also not here tonight, but she participates in tomorrow's teachers, and she helps out the gym teacher, which exposes her to all different ages and types of children. This class has helped be better to understand and communicate with all kids, especially those who are neurodiverse. I really love how in this class, what I am learning is constantly being translated to my day-to-day life. It is really cool being able to take what I am learning in the class and actually use it to form stronger connections with children and be able to help them learn in a way that works for them. I really do love taking this class and have been able to take away a lot from it.
So originally I became interested in this class because of my brother Hudson, who some of you may know. He has an IEP and he talks to a child neurologist about his OCD symptoms, which I learned a lot about during this class. I'm also going to minor in sociology, and this class has 100% taught me so much more about kids and adults that I never knew before. I now know more about what a child neurologist is and the different symptoms between OCD as well as autism, ADHD, schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and more of the things that Ms. Ironman had stated before. All of this makes me eager to learn more in this class every single day, which is why I'm glad to have this as an elective, and I can't wait to know even more as I'm getting to the end of my senior year. As my aunt will be talking on Zoom about being a COTA on May 2nd, I'm very excited and glad that I'm able to take this class, and I will continue to use what I learned here in this class moving forward into my job and in the Tomorrow's Teachers program that I'm currently in.
And this is Miss Deanna, also not here. Sorry, Erica, you're best for last, right? I chose to take Intro to Neurodiversity because I plan to study psychology in college and hope to work with children, possibly in the criminal justice field, where understanding different neurotypes can make a real impact. Taking this course has given me a deeper understanding of how the diverse brain functions shape the way people experience the world. So far, we've explored autism, OCD, ADHD, sensory processing differences, and more. This class has opened my eyes to the importance of empathy, inclusion, and recognizing the strengths that come with neurodivergence. This would be a great full-year course, for people interested in studying psychology. Didn't tell her to write that.
So in this class, we've done different activities, and my favorite activity was by far spoon theory. And if you're not sure or you need a refresher, you have 3 different energies: emotional, which is like friend drama or like just like anything more mentally draining; mental drama, which can be like a very hard class or like testing; and then physical like energy is gym class or a sport. And with spoon theory, you each have a certain amount of spoons every day, and that represents the energy you have. And we were all given spoons, like physical spoons. And if you're neurodiverse or neurodivergent, you have less spoons. And whenever we would do a task, we would take away a spoon or gain a spoon, depending on what it was. And it basically showed me that no matter how, it basically showed me how to empathize with people who have more energy or have less energy, and it showed me how to deal with that. And if I have less energy one day, it showed me not to be hard on myself, or if I have more energy, it also showed me not to be hard on myself, because everyone is different. And it's back to what Ms. I said about all brains are good brains, because we all experience things differently, and it made me more aware of the world.
And again, I did not pay them to say any of these wonderful things about the class. But yeah, that is how our class has been going. And it could be a full year class. I may have to do some more curriculum building.
Thank you, Ms. Ironman. Thank you, girls. Can we have another round of applause for them? They did a fabulous job. They did a fabulous job, and I had nothing to do with the creation of this course, but I do appreciate it. Many of you know I do have an autistic daughter. She's now 18, and I have a neurotypical son who is 21, so I really do appreciate the course, and I thank our students for participating in it. All right, at this point, I'm going to invite our Director of Special Services and our Supervisor of Early Childhood and Special Services up to the podium. They're going to share a new program that we started this year called Work-Based Learning. So Mrs. Hannenberg and Mrs. Cawley, please come up.
Good evening. Can you hear me? Is it working? It's all right, you can hear me though. Okay. Okay, so in keeping with the theme of Neurodiversity Month, we've been doing a lot of activities around the district, but with our growing population and special programs, we thought it would really be a nice opportunity to kind of give you a little glimpse into what's actually happening in some of our programs. So our SAIL program at the middle school, high school building is rapidly expanding. And for 11th graders who are getting ready to be prepared for life beyond school, we have a focus on community-based instruction. So under that umbrella of community-based instruction, we have started, we've been partnering with Rutgers, the Bog Center at Rutgers, which Jillian will speak about in detail a little bit later, to really get different job sites up and running for our students to prepare them for meaningful work experiences. So aside from just the community-based instruction that happens in the classroom and the specially designed curriculum that they use on a regular basis for academics, maybe adaptive skills, life skills, they're constantly cooking something in Mrs. McCarthy's classroom so that they are meaningful members of our community and they can live independently or as independently as possible. We do take that very seriously. So to take it one step further and age appropriately, prepare them for jobs. So, Jill, you want to talk about Rutgers?
All right, so one of the exciting things that happened this school year is we are now part of a CBI cohort through Rutgers University and the Bog Center. And it's a partnership between the Bog Center at Rutgers and the Department of Education. And basically, it provides strategies and supports to us here in school about how we can better our programming and really support our students more. So what that comes with, so we have members, it's kind of an interdisciplinary team. We have our teachers from our SAIL program. We have an occupational therapist, physical therapist, speech therapist, behaviorist, as well as Ms. Hannenberg and I are both sit in on that group as well. And we have met with them 5 times already. They have provided a 4-hour Foundations of Community-Based Instruction training program for us. They have also done one technical assistance day already, and we have another one scheduled in 2 weeks, where they are coming and providing with like hands-on feedback and instruction to help us better, again, support our students. The team is creating a CBI action plan that will kind of guide us as the years go on. I believe it's a 2-year program that we're doing with them. So they will continue to follow us for at least another year to assist us with that. And then they have also provided job coach training to 3 of our paraprofessionals who now go out onto job sites with our students. So I'm going to turn it over to Mrs. McCarthy, who has kind of spearheaded setting up all of these job sites for our students and has really been the work-based learning go-to this school year. So I will let her share a little bit about the program as well.
Hi, everybody. All right. Like she said, I'm Ms. McCarthy. I am the work-based learning coordinator. So this is a rundown of steps I took to get the program running. So I had to find some businesses. We partnered with Walgreens and so far the Washington School to have our students go there to work a couple days a week. We are in the planning stages with some other businesses as well. There is a contract that's signed by the students, the parents, the business, and myself to give guidelines for what everybody's roles are. There's also the student training plan, they are directly correlated with each student's IEP goals. And so these students are on unpaid internships, and it gives them the real world, real life experiences. And actually, in Walgreens, the manager, Mr. Frank, he says that he really, he really wants the students, after they graduate, he would love if they interviewed for there to get a paid job there. So it's really a good way to get a job after graduation. And then also with those goals, of course, we assess them throughout the year. I'll go and visit them and watch how their students are doing at their different jobs. Some various tasks that they've done. We also have jobs that we just do in the district. So clerical office tasks like shredding and laminating, things like that. I actually really love those jobs. Custodial tasks, cleaning around the building, vacuuming, cleaning windows, all sorts of things that need to be done in the school. Sorting mail in the main office, putting them in all the staff mailboxes. It's a really good way to learn people in the building as well. And then assisting staff with various projects. We've been a part of lots of different projects. Just today and last week, we were helping with making the packets for the state testing, putting them all together, counting the amount of materials and items needed, putting them in the envelopes. We decorated the staff room for Valentine's Day, so it's fun, promoting joy. We also had some class fundraisers that they helped to promote, and creating different CBI materials. We went to Franklin School, so they helped to make the materials for that activity, and we went to Washington School twice for a Cat in the Hat activity. Some upcoming events. We're having a Mother's Day tea party for the mothers in the district, so they're going to be helping with that. We're going to be organizing the office storage closet and labeling this die-cut machine at the Washington School. So some big projects coming away. And also deliveries and, like I said, materials for those events. This is our wonderful team here. Myself, Ms. Lauder, and our 3 job coaches on the bottom there, Ms. Ashley, Ms. Ivy, and Ms. Diomara. So we speak often, and we help each other figure out how the students are doing, and then make decisions on how to help them. And there's some fun pictures of our students while they're working at Walgreens, so our students find the outdates at Walgreens, they look for the expiration dates, and we have to determine whether if it's an outdate or not, if it's within the 30 days or 90 days of the date. And they will put if it's an outdate, they'll put it in the cart, and then at the end of the shift, bring it to the back room. They're very good on checking out dates and expiration dates, even stuff that we have in the classroom. They start looking at the dates for everything. So it's really following through on their daily lives. Just some more great work that they're doing, really focused. Just having fun after our shift. And those are some carts full of items that they found. So, and after every shift, a lot of our students, they like to buy something at the end, so they like that as well. So we had to work in the freezer section one day, in the refrigerator. So, well, yeah, just our guys. Yeah, they were about to expire or expired. Yeah, they were within 30 days of expiring, so we had to pull them off the shelves. So, and these are some pictures of us cleaning around the building, doing different tasks. This was making the packets for the state testing, stuff in the classroom. Kendrick was helping me make the Mother's Day flyer. So, and none of our students were able to be here tonight, so I have just some their phrases of what they like and what they've learned. Kendrick, he said, "I like to find expiration dates on the containers of milk. I am proud to have a job." He always wants to go to the milk section. And he said, I learned how to check expiration dates on items to see if they are outdates. Andy, my favorite part about work is saying hi to everyone and buying stuff after work. He loves to talk to everybody, especially the manager. He's like, can I say hi to Mr. Frank? So, I learned how to read and check for expiration dates. Yosef, I enjoy speaking to my boss. I enjoy working with my friends. I feel so excited to go to work on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I feel proud that I have been doing great at Walgreens. I hope to keep working there. He said, I learned that I have to use my arms a lot to reach the items, and it is a tiring job, but nice. And last but not least, Yostina, my favorite part about work is playing and interacting with the kids. She works primarily at Washington School now, and she learned how to care for the kids and to help them. So, thank you for listening. Have a great night.
I just wanted, shameful plug here also, if there is anybody listening or anybody in the audience who has a business and they would like some help and would be willing to have some of our kids come work there, we're always looking for new locations and places and opportunities for our students. So please don't hesitate to reach out, and we will absolutely see if we can work with you.
Thank you very much. I thank Mrs. Colley, Mrs. Hannenberg, and Mrs. McCarthy for bringing work-based learning to our school district and to our students. The vocational training is needed for these students, and they really took it on, and the collaboration that they have with Rutgers, but then the collaboration across the district is pretty amazing, so thank you. At this time, a motion to take a 5-minute break before we go through the agenda. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to take a 5-minute break, and then we're going to proceed going through the agenda. During caucus on Monday's meeting, we do go through every line item and it's discussed, so it should be relatively quick and smooth process going through the agenda this evening. So thank you very much. We'll take a quick 5-minute break.
nothing to save it. And it just keeps going back.
Now you-
So even if I upload here, it's the
This
same
is a
thing.
Chrome- this
Are you guys twins? Are you
I'll
twins?
just, you know what, I'm just gonna do
Are
it.
you?
This is a Chromebook. I think
Who's
you
older?
can save it.
How many? Me too.
Trying to think of what you can
I'm
do.
2 minutes older than my
other-
brother.
On my other computer,
Your other one?
I have
too.
one. That's not a Chromebook.
We have a Chromebook, right?
Yes.
So now you can't save something anywhere, right? Like if you download a PDF.
But they're saved in my forms or wherever they're saved.
Oh, they're saved in your documents?
But the thing, that's not, go ahead, you'll see what we're talking about. I know where they're saved.
Okay. Motion to reopen the meeting?
Second.
We'll go right to you.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me. Business Administrators Report, please.
Oh, second. I wasn't ready for it.
We'll excuse you this time.
I didn't do it.
Sorry. As Mrs. Violetti was explaining before, the field's coming along. The field work is almost done. Other site and work, the fencing has begun, visitor bleachers, all started this past Monday, so all things are progressing well with the field. Some other referendum projects, a bid was sent out last week, end of last week, for the front entrance improvements, and also we're working on trying to do an alternate for the entrance to the field as well. So bids are due the end of the month, and we hope to make an award on May 7th meeting. At Coolidge School, which will be the board offices, we hit a little stall with the electrical hookup from PSC&G, so the vendor had to, halt work, and we saw the PSC&G truck there on Monday doing some hookups, so we hope that's going to take place soon, and then the contractor can get back to finishing the elevator, flooring, and bathrooms. That work should be completed by the end of May. We expect to move in late June, early July. We are also working on quotes for the replacement of some older doors around all the school buildings and replacing some floor tiles in Franklin and other areas. The window replacement project at Washington School and other roofing replacements will be done over the summer. And other than facility projects, we currently have a proposal out for food service operations, which is a mandatory rebid every 5 years. That's due the end of the month. And we have a solid waste removal bid out that's due again the end of the month because of the costs were increasing, which goes over our threshold to force us to go out to bid. That's the end of this month as well, and we're looking to approve those both on May 7th. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Before I open the meeting to the public, anybody from the board have any questions for Ms. Violetti or Mr. Karati? No? All good? Okay. Let me, hold on. Okay, can I have a motion, please, to open the meeting to the public for items on agenda only?
Motion.
Second.
So moved. Anybody in the audience want to speak? No? Okay. Motion to close to the public.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So now we go on to just our action, right? Action items? Okay. All right. I will read Ms. Torbeck's information. As to the board action items, B2425.34. Let me change that.
Sorry, Mike.
Okay. 4-0.
sorry, just missing a sentence or two in here. At the recommendation of the superintendent, I make a motion to approve the following minutes, the following board action items. B2425.34 through B2425.40.
Motion.
Second.
All those in favor? No, I don't have to do that. Okay. Oh, any discussion, any questions?
I'll share point 3.37 is a donation of an alto metallophone to the Smith School Music Program from Donors Choose. So Ms. Kowalski, the music teacher at Smith School, she filled out an application within Donors Choose where people from anywhere can contribute to the donation. So she raised enough money to purchase one of the xylophones for the ORF program there. So I thank her for doing that. I also want to extend our gratitude to Saddlebrook VFW Post 3484. They donated once again $1,000 towards the cost of the 6th grade trip to Fairview Lake Environmental Center. So thank you to them.
Thank you. Education and curriculum, Ms. Iannello? Oh, forgot, sorry. Hold on.
I also would like to thank Mrs. Traverso. It's our first time leading our board meeting. Mrs. Torbic, our board president, had a family emergency. She was unable to make it. So you're doing a great job.
Thank you. She is due back on Friday, so. Okay, so, roll call, please.
Mr. Laurentino.
Yes.
Ms. Roloff. Yes. Ms. Ottarelli.
Yes.
Mr. Raccomando.
Yes.
Ms. Borelli.
Yes.
Mr. Uccello.
Yes.
Ms. Iannello.
Yes to all, but I'm going to abstain from, in B2, 425.34, numbers 2 and 3. Yes to everything else.
Okay, and Ms. Traverso.
Yes. Education and curriculum, Ms. Iannello.
Okay. At the recommendation of the superintendent, I make a motion to approve the following items: E2425.46 through E2425.51.
Motion.
Second.
All those in favor? Oh, any discussion, please?
I would like to highlight some of their field trips. So this year, our senior class, they opted to take a trip to Six Flags Great Adventure instead of their annual senior day here at the high school. So that's on this agenda, as well as our service learning club here at the middle school, high school to go to Washington School. They complete activities with our preschoolers. And they're also going to our 6th grade classes to answer any questions they may have about the transition to the middle school here. I would also like to highlight .51. There's 2 give back days because we did not use 2 out of our 3 snow days. So the school will be closed for the Friday before Memorial Day weekend. We're closed Memorial Day, which is Monday, and we will be closed the Tuesday. So those are the 2 give back days, the Friday and the Tuesday.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mr. Laurentino.
Yes.
Ms. Roloff.
Yes.
Ms. Ottarelli.
Yes.
Mr. Raccomando.
Yes.
Ms. Borelli.
Yes.
Mr. Uccello.
Yes.
Ms. Iannello.
Yes.
Ms. Traverso.
Yes. At the recommendation of the superintendent, I make a motion to approve the following items. BF 2425.92 through BF 2425.103. Can I have a second, please?
Second.
Any discussion or questions?
I'll highlight the workshops. We have some secretaries here across the district that have opted to participate in Google Workshop for secretaries and admin assistants, so I thank them for taking that on. .95 is a contract with NRESC. That's to host a summer school program here at the middle school, high school. So we're excited to start that for our students, any of our students that may need to earn back additional credit. And then we also have one of my favorites here. 101 is the purchase of cafeteria furniture. That's for this school building, Cafeteria A and Cafeteria B. We are going to purchase new tables. Some of them may have the Falcon on them, some soft seating areas, some high tops, and sort of brighten up our cafeterias here at the middle school, high school.
Nice.
Roll call.
Mr. Laurentino?
I'm going to vote yes to all, but under BF2425.92, I'll abstain from checks 1754 and 2107. And then under BF2425.93, I'll abstain from number 142.
Ms. Roloff?
Yes.
Ms. Zattarelli?
Yes.
Mr. Accomando?
Yes to all, except for BF 2425.92. I will abstain from checks number 66790.
Ms. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Uccello?
Yes.
Ms. Ianello?
Yes to all, but I'm going to abstain from, in BF 2425.92, check number 1677, 2035, 66913, and in BF 2425.93, item number 142, and yes to everything else.
Okay.
That was
Ms.
142.
142.
Item 142.
And Ms. Traverso?
Yes. Facilities and operations, Mr. Uccello?
At the recommendation of the superintendent, I make a motion to approve the following items. F2425.8.
Oh, that was a big one. Second.
Any questions, any discussion? Anything from you for that? No? Okay, check it. Anything from you? Okay, roll call, please.
Mr. Laurentino?
Yes.
Ms. Roloff?
Yes.
Ms. Zattarelli?
Yes.
Mr. Accomando?
Yes.
Ms. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Uccello?
Yes.
Ms. Ianello?
Yes.
Ms. Traverso?
Yes. Policy, Ms. Zattarelli?
We didn't have a meeting. There's nothing to report.
Thank you. Negotiations, Mr. Accomando?
Unfortunately, I don't see any numbers under here, so we don't have anything.
Personnel, Mr. Laurentino?
At the recommendation of the superintendent, I make a motion to approve the following items. P2425.67 through P2325.74.
Second.
Any discussion, any questions? Comments?
We have resignation of an ABA para at Washington School, resignation of a teacher here at the middle school, high school. 0.68 are leaves, 0.69 are appointments. Number 2 is bringing Mrs. Thierry, who retired from here at the middle school, high school, as bringing her on as a home instructor for the district. Number 3 is our ESY staff, that's extended school year, our special education program. Number 4 and 5 are teachers to start next school year for September. 4 is for a preschool classroom at Washington School. 5 is for the Franklin School music teacher. He's in that position currently as a long-term substitute, and he's in the position for 2 weeks, and last night performed or co-led the 3rd grade recorder concert and did an amazing job. So thank you to Mr. Harder for that. Number 6 is a part-time evening custodian, and you should have number 7. I interviewed her today, so you may not have a number. You have number 7. It's a paraprofessional that I interviewed today. 0.70 are stipends. So we have a revision because one staff member went on maternity leave, so that's allocating that stipend appropriately. Number 3 and 4 is head football coach and spring weight room coordinator, Joseph Catrona. And number 5 is the stipend that the part-time custodian gets for working evening shift. We have a salary revision, 0.71. Mr. William Osborne, the vice principal here at the high school, he earned his doctorate, so congratulations to Mr. Osborne. And then we have a speech pathologist college student who needs to complete her observations and other mandated items.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mr. Laurentino?
I'm going to vote yes to all, but I'm going to abstain. P2425.73, number 15 and 22.
15 and 22?
Yes.
Ms. Roloff?
Yes.
Ms. Zattarelli?
Yes, but before I vote, because we didn't get a chance for comments, I just want to say congratulations to Mr. Osborne. And yes to everything.
Mr. Accomando,
Yes.
Ms. Borelli,
Yes.
Mr. Urcello,
Yes.
Ms. Ianello,
Yes to all, but I'm going to abstain from P2425.70, items number 3 and 4. And then in P2425.73, I'm going to abstain from items number 2, 5, 10, and 22. Yes to everything else.
okay? Ms. Traverso,
Yes. Committee reports. Don't think we have much. Mr. Arcello, anything? You could, yeah, go ahead. You can jump down to that.
Oh, committee. I have nothing on committee, sorry.
Okay. Then we'll come back to you.
Thank you.
Ms. Zottarelli, Mr. Accomando, I don't believe you had anything
No,
for
we
committee?
didn't have a
Okay.
meeting.
And all I'll indicate on budget is that we have a public hearing on May 5th to address the budget, budget and finance. Liaison reports. Ms. Ianello? Do you have nothing? Okay. Vicky's not here, and I was not given anything on the Educational Foundation. You haven't heard anything, right, Ms. Eiler? Okay. The CPAG, I have not been given anything new on that. Township liaisons. Who's going to address that?
We haven't had.
Oh,
a
you
meeting.
hadn't had another meeting, okay, nothing on that. PTO liaisons, Ms. Sotarelli for Franklin School.
Yes, I do have one for Franklin School. Okay. Over the last couple of weeks, Franklin PTO has hosted a Falcon Fun Day at Humdinger's and delivered their Gertrude Hawk orders. They have a pretzel sale to kick off spring break starting April 17th, in addition to the sixth grade committee selling spring break kits and an Egg My Yard fundraiser. After break, the PTO will focus on Teacher Appreciation Week activities, field day. They will tape Mr. Rogers to the wall. Oh, I shouldn't have said that, but fundraiser for the sixth grade class, second Scholastic Book Fair, and the possibility of an end of the school year dance. They've also began planning a tricky tray for November 15th at 2025 at Elan in Lodi. So make sure you mark your calendars, and all donations are welcomed. That's it.
Thank you, Ms. Zottarelli. Mr. Accomando, do you have anything?
No, unfortunately not.
Sorry, sorry, go back to that page a minute. Franklin.
There's,
Send me.
Okay. Mr. Arcello, anything for Washington School?
Washington, yes, just quickly. For current students, if you've not done so, please respond to Ms. Hannenberg indicating whether or not your child will be returning in September and whether they will be half-day or full-day. Please note, if your child is turning 5 before October 1st, 2025, they will be going to kindergarten and no longer welcome at Washington School, so get them out. And go to your school you need to. The PTO Sip and Night was held at the Spotted Canvas and was a great success thanks to all the hard work put on by our PTO members and for the many donations sent in from parents for our class baskets. A total of 41 baskets were raffled off and a profit of $1,778 was made. The next PTO meeting will be held virtually on April 8th, and links for the meeting will be sent out soon. And then some dates we have here. Where did I say? April 8th. Oh, we missed it. 2026. No, just kidding. I'm sure the May one will be fantastic when that one rolls around, but we missed the April one. Apologies. Key dates coming up. We're on break from the 18th through the 25th. Please don't come to school. On May 19th coming up, the upstairs classes will be going to Vance On. May 21st, the downstairs classrooms. And then May 30th will be the Washington School Family Movie Night.
Thank you. Ms. Zottarelli, did I get middle school?
high school has not met since last, but they will be meeting April 29th.
Excellent. Thank you. And as for Long School, they have some upcoming events. Of course, Teacher and Staff Appreciation Week will be celebrated the week of May 5th. Look out for some good surprises there. The Spring Book Fair will take place on May 6th, 7th, and I believe the 8th, although it's not on here, but I believe it's 3 days.
The LMS Color Run will be held on Saturday, May 17th. PTO will be providing T-shirts to all LMS students and staff for Field Day, which will be held on May 29th for K through 3 and May 30th for grades 4 through 6th. End-of-year class parties, can't believe I'm saying that already, will be held on June 23rd. Their spirit sale will continue. Please check their website. And as their friendly reminder, please join their Facebook page. All information can be found there regarding updated events and fundraisers. And I just want to add, I know that Ms. Spilletti spoke about their Wax Museum today. I was also there. And I have to say, I met Oprah Winfrey. And she definitely did a very good research because she gave everybody a car. Not that you could see it nicely, but she gave everybody a car. It was very cute. They did a wonderful job.
I forgot I have a sticker.
Oh, there you go.
I can't remember who gave me the sticker.
Somebody had that on their thing. I saw that. Betsy Ross. No, Betsy Ross. But it was very good, and it was very amazing. And Franklin Schools, I believe, is May 1st. It's coming up. Franklin Schools is coming up shortly. So I hope to be attending that one as well. Okay. All right. Any correspondence, Mr. Karate?
Yes, we do. So Bergen County School Board Association gave me a memo that at their meeting in May 29th, they will be honoring 2 of our board members. Ms. Traverso for new board member boardmanship certification she earned in this past December, and Ms. Zottarelli for her 10-year milestone.
Any old business?
I'm sorry?
Old business. Any new business?
I would like
Go ahead.
to acknowledge, we have in our audience Mr. Catrona. He came this evening. He's approved tonight. Thank you to our Board of Education for the head football coach position and weight room coordinator. There was several applicants for the position, and there was a whole entire interview process, and Mr. Catrona stood out. His skill set, his enthusiasm, he exudes the Falcon spirit down to the gold and blue tie, which I really appreciate. And we are excited to have you on board. So welcome to our team.
And just to add to that, your boys came in earlier when they were waiting for it to start, and I said, hi, who are you? My dad's the new football coach. I said, Mr. Catrona. They are very cute and very polite. Thank you. Congratulations. Okay.
New business?
New business, go ahead.
I'd like to welcome Mr. Catrona aboard. But while we're doing that, I'd like to give my condolences to the family of Gerald Gundry. Mr. Gundry was a longtime history teacher here at Saddlebrook High School, retiring in the early 80s. But he was also the head football coach for many years here, leading some great teams through the 70s. And he had some great athletes. Unfortunately, with his passing, we lost a tremendous source of information for our High School Hall of Fame, which is something I'm focused on. So condolences to Mr. Gundry's family. Also, I found out that Joanne Russinello, who was my music teacher back in the 70s, another longtime employee here at Saddlebrook, she also passed away, so condolences to her family.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Laurentino. You reminded me that we do have a Hall of Fame, Athletic Hall of Fame meeting. Our second meeting is Tuesday, May 6th at 7 o'clock. We had a large showing last time we met, so we are looking forward to continuing this and starting to build an Athletic Hall of Fame for Saddlebrook High School.
Anyone else?
Just want to wish everyone a happy holiday and congratulations, Mr. Catrona.
Thank you.
Also, congratulations to Mr. Anthony Way and Ms. Gleason, Mr. Catrona. Like you said, condolences with the 2 who passed. And Happy Easter.
And happy Passover.
And Passover, sorry. Thank you.
Happy food.
Yes, absolutely.
Can I have a
Through the
motion
chair.
to open the meeting to public, for the public? I'm sorry.
I just want to say, Monday night before our work session, we, as a board, went through another training, which we're going back to becoming certified. So we have 2 more trainings, and we'll be a certified board again.
Thank you. Anybody else? No? Can I have a motion to open the meeting to the public for comments?
Well, second.
So moved. All in favor?
Aye.
No one opposed? So moved.
You gotta wait. Go ahead, Haley, read it.
Okay.
Just gotta wait.
You may stand there, give me one moment, please. I'm reading this one. Okay. All right. Residents are requested to state their names, addresses, and subject matter. In the event it appears the public comment portion of the meeting may exceed 45 minutes, the presiding officer may limit each statement made by a participant to 5 minutes duration. Issues raised by members of the public may or may not be responded to by the board. All comments will be considered and a response will be forthcoming if and when appropriate. The board asks that members of the public be courteous and mindful of the rights of other individuals when speaking. Specifically, comments regarding students and employees of the board are discouraged and will not be responded to by the board. Students and employees have specific legal rights afforded by the laws of New Jersey. The board bears no responsibility, nor will it be liable for any comments made by members of the public. Members of the public should consider their comments in light of the legal rights of those affected or identified in their comments and be aware that they are legally responsible and liable for their comments.
Joe Catrona, 254 South Lanza Court, Saddlebrook. Just want to take this opportunity to thank Ms. Violetti, Mr. Ainello, the Board of Education here for entrusting me with this great honor of representing my hometown family. My retirement lasted 3 months. So I'm back on the sidelines. We have our rec commissioner here. I vowed to work hand in hand with our rec program and making sure that our student athletes stay here in Saddlebrook. I know the importance, especially at a small Group 1 school, of keeping all our athletes here. And I vow to work hand in hand with you guys. And I'd like to commend Ms. Violetti and Mr. Ainello and the board for making the upgrades to our schools, athletic facilities. That goes a long way into keeping these kids here. So I commend you for that. And, you're going to get somebody that's passionate. I'm passionate about coaching, passionate about after football, making these kids, high character kids and going out into the real world and becoming a better person. Football is football on the field, but in the end, it's about, making sure that these kids go out there in the real world and become a better citizen and, better people. So I thank you. Let's go Falcons. Oh, another thing is I'm a sheriff's officer, so that's my real job, I guess. And I guess I'm going to have to make a call to Mayor White to hire more Saddlebrook cops because Friday nights are going to be really packed here. If a smart burglar is out there, they're going to know there's going to be nobody home in Saddlebrook, and they'll be knocking on, going into people's houses. So I'm going to make sure that our alumni are here, that we're engaged with the community, and that the Friday night games are packed, and a winning product will go on the field and off the field. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you, and I'll make you guys proud.
Congratulations.
Thank you and congratulations.
What time are you showing up tomorrow? What time are you showing up tomorrow?
Does anybody else need to speak or want to speak? Can I have a motion to close the meeting to the public?
Motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Meeting adjourned.
No, motion to close the meeting.
Oh, no, she just did that.
We gotta close the meeting.
Oh, didn't, oh,
That was closed to public.
sorry. Motion to close the meeting.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Motion, meeting
Tony,
closed.
come over
We'll
here.
get it. What?